Got it. Done right there. And got it. Alrighty, y'all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey here in Morocco at northwest of Maxim. How are you? Guys, I'd like to welcome you to our AstroCivics Sunday 36, the Holy Koran Devotional Countdown. And this is for chapter 38, the soul pertaining to mind, right? Soul of man, right? Soul of mind, right? So, guys, without further ado, you already know we're going to get right into this one. It's one of I just enjoy the Quran, the Holy Quran, period. This is one of my favorite chapters too, because every time I have, a moment to just, read the Quran and kind of roll over the concepts that are in my mind about it. And it's really awesome to really look at and just go over the many different concepts that I already have in my mind about this. So I trust that what it is that I share with you all, it's useful to you. Because all I'm sharing really is my experience for when I go to meet Prophet Noble Drowley in his literature. All right. So that's what it is for me. All right. So with that being said, without further ado, let me just go right to screen sharing here, right? And we're going to do our invocation in. All right. So I'm here at the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Administrative Functions. All right, pages 48 and 49. All right. And we're going to do our invocation in terms of Moorish American prayer. We want to extend all 5 appendages on the left hand, just the index in the middle on the right. All right. That's what I'm going to do there. Right. And let me zoom in here. And we're going to face east, right? Facing east. And we're going to stand just like Prophet Noble Drowley there, except, we're going to have 5 on the left, 2 on the right, as he's standing there, handsomely standing due guard in his Moorish Sharif Fez and Alba with his feet on a 45-degree angle. We'll have our feet, as far as, standing like Prophet Noble Drowley. We'll have our feet on a 45-degree angle with all 5 appendages on the left hand extended, just the index and middle on the right. On the face east, which is metaphysically symbolic to going east, right? Or going within, right? And you can repeat after me either aloud or in your heart. Islam, Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day. Holy Prophet, Noble Drew, Ali. Ameen. All righty, guys, let's get it started, right? And enjoy ourselves. We're going to do the first letter to be read in every meeting here. All right, it's administrative functions, Holy Moorish Holy Temple of Science, right? Administrative functions, pages 84 and 85. All righty, the following is a letter written by Prophet Noble Drowley on the 18th day of January, 1928, Anno Domini. He commanded that it be read before every meeting. All righty, administrative functions, Moorish Holy Temple of Science doing a religious corporate activity being Moorish Science Temple of America, Home Office, 3603 Indiana Avenue. Noble Drowley founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18th, 1929, to be proclaimed in every meeting. Dear brother, Islam, I'm glad to know that I have few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There's a host of jealousy, quote unquote, about me and the movement, now by the same people of our side of the nation that claim it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth, that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as American citizens. They are working every scheme that they can to disqualify me so they themselves may take charge of the situation. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and uplifting funds. The ones that paid their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present, that I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my, quote, fame and nobility, end quote, period. The nations of the world will not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the last few months, because I was at the governor's inauguration to represent the Moorish Divine and National Movement, and I will be at the inauguration of President Hoover for the same cause. Noble, Drew, Ali. And the second letter to be read in every meeting is coming from Moorish literature, excerpts from the Moorish Guide newspaper, pages 12 and 13. You see on page 12, handsomely standing due guard is Prophet Noble Drew Ali and his Moorish Sharifs, Fez, and Abba. And on page 13, divine warning by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslim governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical, agitating speeches while at work in their homes or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings towards the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement, will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their cardin button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways, by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. All righty, y'all. Peaceful greetings to you, Brother 7, Judah Bilal Bey, Islam to you. Brother Derek Blash Bey, Islam, he says to everyone. Open 642, peaceful greetings to you also. And Mother Janelle Blash L, peaceful greetings, all right? I guess you guys could take out your Qurans if you like. You know, I'll be going over what I have here on the screen. But if you want to, and you can make notes of things that said, I always encourage it, all right? We're here at chapter 38, right? Holy instructions from the prophet, the soul of man, right? Solomon, right? Solomon, right? The soul pertaining to mind, all right? The blessing, right? Because we know blessing, we go and look at the etymology as blood sacrifice to a certain extent, right? The blessing, oh mind, pertaining to your external part is health. Wow. Vigor and proportion. The greatest of these is health. What health is to the body, even that is honesty to the soul. So to have a healthy soul is to have an honest soul, right? It would be, better to be all fez and no cap, right? As it's said now, right? No need to capitulate, right? And not be honestly who you need to be unapologetically. So it's always great. Honesty is to the soul, right? Like health is to the body, right? 2, that you have a soul is of all knowledge, right? That thou hast a soul is of all knowledge. The most certain of all truths, the most plain unto you, right? Unto thee. Be meek, be grateful for it. Seek not to know it perfectly. It is inscrutable. Thinking, understanding, reasoning, willing. Call not these the soul. They are its actions, but they are not its essence. So when Prophet Noble Drew Ali is like, I want active Moors, not passive Moors, to have your soul be active, you'll be thinking. We already know too, there's another phrasing credited to Prophet Noble Drew Ali being said, if I could just get you Moors to think, you'll save yourself. So thinking would be being an active Moor, right? Have that soul to be active because, the soul resides, so to speak, quote unquote, reside. It's the master pertaining to its mansion, which is the mind. So thinking, understanding, reasoning, willing, call these not the soul. They are its actions, but they are not its essence, right? Raise it not too high that you be not despised. Be not you like unto those who fall by climbing. Neither debase it to the sense of brutes, nor be you like the horse and the mule, in whom there is no understanding, right? The horse you would ride, the mule you would have carry something. They're both carrying. One would be someone riding upon it. The other one would be whatever amount of objects you can get on it without, it being underweight. However, what understanding as far as their soul is concerned is actually happening outside of whatever they naturally, can render for themselves. All right. Peace and greetings, beloved brother Islam.
Islam, bro.
Islam, broski doski. I'm on number 5. You want to take it away on 6?
Oh yeah, I am fine.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I'm on number 5, actually. You can do number 5. Pardon.
You can read for a little, bro. I'll cover in a little bit.
All right, no worries, no worries. Search it by its faculties. Know it by its virtues. All righty, we're still talking about the soul pertaining to mind, right? They are more in number. All righty. So maybe it's the actions, right? The virtues. More in number than the hairs pertaining to your head. The stars pertaining to heaven are not to be counted with them. So it's like, there's some infinite things going on within, right? Think not with Arabia that the soul is parted among all men, neither believe you with the sons of Egypt, right? That every man has many souls. Know that as your heart, so also your soul is one. All right. Does not the sun harden the clay? Does it not also soften the wax? As it is one sun that works both. Even so, it is one soul wills contraries. Right? And it's interesting to observe that because the sun is just being itself. Its influence upon one material, that material has an outcome pertaining to its makeup. Whereas the other material has an outcome pertaining to its makeup. The clay is not the wax. All right? Even though they both have their own reactions to the sun's heat. 8, as the moon retains her nature, though darkness spreads itself before our face as a curtain, so the soul remains perfect, even in the bosom of a fool. She is immortal, right? So you see how it's now having the soul be the maternal energy. So your soul is immortal. She is immortal. She is unchangeable. She is alike in all. Health calls her forth to show her loveliness. Back to that honesty. And application anoints her with the oil pertaining to wisdom. Right? Exert reason, be prudent, right? Although she lives after you. Back, you see, because your soul's immortal. Although she lives after you, think not she is born before you. Look at that. She was created with your flesh and formed with your brain. That's why, a lot of times I say there's three planes. The spirit, right, takes on the soul, right? And the soul takes on the body. That's why I get into, I have my brother get into draconic astrology to analyze what's the being, the spirit pertaining to the being before the incarnation happens. Justice could not give her to you exalted by virtues, nor mercy deliver her to you deformed by vices. So you can, it couldn't be a soul that, had all the bells and whistles, or a soul that's retarded. Why? Because they even have the bells and whistles, or a retarded type soul. These must be yours. So you must do that with your soul. And you must answer for what you do with your soul. You must answer for them, for the virtues or the vices, right? So the virtues and the vices are your own. 12, suppose not death can shield you from examination. Think not corruption can hide you from inquiry. He, remember, when I see he or she is like she, her, hers is potential energy. He, him, his is kinetic, right? So the nurturing principle in action is he, who formed you of you, who formed thee of thou, right? Knows not what? Can he not raise you from it's not what again? Like if there was a point where you didn't know. And let's say your soul being immortal, it has to come back in, or you volunteer, you transition from here, you go onto the astral plane to do your work there on the astral plane. And it's like, maybe you're someone like, hey man, yeah, you're up here, but you still got one or two things to finish down there. So here's another, body for you to take on to, either be virtuous or adopt vices, right? So with that being said, it's like, you will know again, obviously, you know what I mean? That's why it's, some of us that are here, and let me speak for myself first and foremost, we know things and remember things from previous lifetimes, even if we can't remember those particular lifetimes. There are things that we come with. And then once we're reminded, that's why we're being taught and reminded of all things, taught and reminded of all things, taught and reminded of all things. All right. So I trust that will be beneficial. All righty. to all that are attentive and developing their character and meeting Prophet Noble Drew Ali in his divinely prepared literature. Perceive not the hour of midnight. No, you don't hear cock-a-doodle-doo at midnight. Exalts he not his voice? So isn't he exalting his voice to tell you it is the morning? Know not the dog the footsteps of his master? Flies not the wounded goat unto the herb that heals him? Yet when these die, their spirit returns to dust. Thine alone survives. Wow, yours alone survives? Wow. Envy not to these their senses, because quicker than your own. Right? Just because their senses are quicker than your own, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Oh, a dog can smell better than me. You know, they can smell something. Their nose is so strong. An eagle's eyesight is better than mine. Learn that advantage lies not in possessing good things, but in knowing to use them. Yeah, because it's one thing to have a whole bunch of stuff or a lot of knowledge and stuff like that. Cool, that's good. Are you using it? Do you know how to use the knowledge? With what you know, do you know how to utilize it? $15. Have you the ear of the stag, or were your eyes as strong and piercing as eagles? Do you know, does your sense of smell equal the hound sense of smell? Or could the ape resign to you his taste? And can the ape go, hey man, you want to taste this? Let me take your tongue and put my tongue in yours. So now you can have optimum tasting skills. Or could the tortoise, her feeling? Can you imagine, like, yo, I want ears like a stag, eyes like eagles, sense of smell, like, the sense of hearing like a stag. You want hearing sense like a stag? Can you imagine you doing that? Sight like an eagle, your smell sense like a hound, your taste sense like an ape, and your touch or feeling sense like a tortoise? Yet without reason, what would they avail you? What would they avail you? Perish not all these. Perish not all these like their kindred? Like don't they eventually go away? Are they no longer, don't they sometimes transition when it's time for them? Has any one of them the gift of speech? The stag, the eagle, the hound, the ape, the tortoise, can they speak? Can any say unto you, therefore did I do? Like, see that over there, man? I did that. You know what I'm saying? I did that. I did look over there, man. I did that. Can they do that? The lips pertaining to the wise are as the doors of a cabinet. No sooner are they opened, but treasures are poured out before you. Like unto trees of gold arranged in beds of silver are wise sentences uttered in due season. Can you think too greatly of your soul? Or can too much be said in its praise? It is the image of him who gave it. So it is the image of mother's principle in action that gave it. Remember, it's dignity forever. So you remember its dignity forever. Forget not how great a talent is committed to your charge. And pray tell, what is that? Whatsoever may do good may also do harm. Therefore, beware that you direct its course to virtue. Direct your soul's course to virtue. Direct your soul's course to virtue. Well, direct your body's course to virtue by being honest with your soul. All right. "22. Think not that you can lose her in the crowd. Think not that, oh man, I lost my soul in the crowd. Well, since I'm around these people, I don't need to be honest. Now I have to be all full of vice and stuff because I'm under the influence of the crowd. Think not that you can lose her in the crowd. Suppose not that you can bury her in your closet. Action is soul's delight, is her Eden, right? Garden of Eden. Eden denotes delight. So action is her delight, and she will not be withheld from it. So the soul needs action. And one active Moor is not passive Moors. And remember, the actions pertaining to the soul. Number 3, thinking, understanding, reasoning, willing. Call these not the soul. They are its actions, but they are not its essence. "23. Her motion is perpetual. Her attempts are one word descended, are universal." Perpetual motion. So she's immortal and always moving. So your soul is immortal and always moving. Her agility is not to be suppressed. Is it at the uttermost parts of the earth? Is it? Then if it is, and there's something that the soul needs to attain, she will have it. Is it beyond the regions of the stars? It's all right. Yet will her eye discover it. Inquiry is her delight. This is personifying the soul as a nurturing energy, y'all. I trust y'all are getting this. Nurturing energy. All right. As one who traverses the burning sands in search of water, so is the soul that thirsts after knowledge. Guard her, for she is rash. Restrain her, for she is irregular. Correct her, for she is outrageous. More supple is she than water, more flexible than wax, more yielding than air. Is there aught that can bind her? Like, is there anything that can bind her? I will say, this is why it's best when it comes to your soul and being honest and being active. One must exert reason and be prudent so that you can have the resolution necessary for soul's outcome. As a sword in the hand of a madman, even so is the soul to him who wants discretion. You know, not censoring yourself, so to speak, or not screening yourself for the sake of fame type energy. The end of her search is truth. That's the second principle. So the end of soul's search is truth. Her means to discover it are reason and experience. Exert reason, be prudent. So that the experience leads to truth, there's a resolution. But are not these weak, uncertain, and fallacious? How then shall she attain unto it? General opinion is no proof of truth, for the generality of men are ignorant. General opinion is no proof of truth, for the generality of men are ignorant. General opinion is no proof of truth, for the generality of minds, the generality pertaining to minds, are lacking knowledge. So the soul can't rely on general opinion. The soul will never reach its goal. Finally, 28. Perception pertaining to yourself, the knowledge pertaining to the mother principle in action who created or who create you. The sense pertaining to the workshop pertaining to your mind. You owe unto the mother principle in action, right? Perception of yourself, the knowledge of him who created thee, the sense of worship thou owest unto him. Are not these plain before your face? And behold, what is there more that minds need to know? What is there more? What is there more that minds needs to know? What is there more that men needed to know? Hey, Mother Delilah, peaceful greetings to you. Islam, Mother Delilah, for joining us. And this is it. Any questions, comments, and/or suggestions, guys? Like I said, I just wanted to get straight to the point on this one. Honestly, just wanted to get straight to the point. Brother Sean, did you want to do the invocation out, or do you want me to do the invocation out? Man, mind is the truth when one comes to fruition. That is correct, Mother Delilah. Mother Delilah is quoting chapter 7. Right? I know we'll be getting to chapter 7 sometime in probably 2024. But if we were to look at it briefly and show what Mother Delilah is speaking about, when Jesus and Lamas, right? The friendship pertaining to Jesus and Lamas, right? Jesus explains to Lamas the meaning pertaining to truth, right? And we just said that's what the soul will be wanting. The soul, like, I reached my goal, son. I got the truth. That's what fills me, right? Boom. 28, 29, and 30. 28. Based off of 27, it's 27, chapter 7, verse 27, or degree 7, minute 27. Salvation is a ladder reaching from the heart, pertaining to mind, to the heart, pertaining to all balance, the law pertaining to the zodiac. Salvation is a ladder reaching from the heart of man to the heart of Allah. Right? It has 3 steps. This is 28. It has 3 steps. Belief is first, and this is what mind thinks perhaps is truth. Yeah, I know, right? Soul's action is thinking, right? So that's a good start. Perhaps means like perchance, like, well, I don't know, roll the dice. Might be true. Right? 29. And faith is next. That's the next rung on the salvation ladder. And this is what mine knows is truth. Then 30, fruition is the last. And this is mind himself, the truth. And that's what Mother Delilah is speaking about, you guys, in the chat. Mine is the truth when one comes to fruition. That's what she was quoting. All right. Degree 7, minute 30. All right. So, and 31, of course, belief is lost in faith, and faith in fruition, right? And then fruition is lost, right? So belief is lost in faith, faith is lost in fruition, right? I know it reads, belief is lost in faith, and in fruition is lost, right? And mine is saved when he has reached deific life, when he and all balanced law pertaining to the zodiac are one. We just got finished reading about one. Brother Dark Blash Bey says, to ye self be true and honest. Islam. Mother Delilah says, heart equals the seat of memory. Islam. Heart equals the seat of memory, right? It's from those moments, and you know, every once in a while, and really not even once in a while. It's me and Mother Delilah has been like along in our journeys and our studies. We get on the phone and we go over some things and concepts and stuff, because we're students for life, right? And, you know, we get to have these moments that we get to, like, you know, really look at words first and foremost in terms, right? Words being letters, terms being what we call words, right? Because of the glyphs that letters actually are when analyzing them. And, you know, that keeps both of us, I think, fresh, you know, in our studies. All right. So I am going to yield the floor here, and we're going to do our invocation out. All right. And I appreciate y'all, right? I definitely do. And I'm very thankful and grateful that you all joined us. Share this with your loved ones, of course, guys, so that they can, you know, really get a sincere perspective. And those of you that have loved ones that, you know, may not comprehend like you comprehend what it is to be Moorish American, let them know that the book, the Holy Quran, is for all those who love Jesus. Right? However, we, being who we are, being Moorish American, we have the metaphysical denotation to that, right? Know thyself, know yourself and your process, which Mother chose to call upon all balanced law pertaining to the zodiac, right? Know thyself and thy Father God of love. The genealogy of Jesus, and we know Jesus is the I am identity. With 18 years of the events, life works, and teachings in India, Europe, and Africa, those have metaphysical definitions also. And because I know a lot of people will only be in their sense conscious mind and be like, man, what you mean, y'all, Jesus? And see, it say right there, India, Europe, and Africa. You trying to tell me that's metaphysical too? Yes, it absolutely is. As it is above, so it is below. As it is below, so it is above. As it is within, so it is without. As it is without, so it is within. These events occurred before he was 30 years of age. These secret lessons are for all those who love Jesus and desire to know about his life works and teachings, which means this is about going within, traveling east. All right? Make sure you share that with your loved ones. All right. This is where we ask all of you to extend all 5 appendages on the left if you care to participate. 5 appendages on the left, just the index and middle on the right. We're going to face east, which again is symbolic, metaphysically going within. And you can repeat after me either aloud or in your heart. Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation. By night and by day, through his holy prophet, noble Drew Ali. Ameen. I'd like to thank you all so much, all 10 of you that are here that have joined us. Thank you all so much. You guys will see I and Brother Sean next day, which is Moon Day. And guys, like I said, we're working on getting to you a lot earlier, right? In the day so that we can kind of just, regulate some things a little more, guys. We need your support. All righty. Make sure you come to us for your astrology, of course. I encourage my brothers, as always, as we always do, to, do what we do to get you guys to make sure you are having exactly what it is that you need, right? So make sure you check out when Brother Sean's, working diligently and sharing things with you on his TikTok. All righty. That's one place where you can catch Brother Sean. And thank you for all those that have supported Brother Sean. He has over like 3,000 followers there. So he's able to go live and you guys can catch different things that he does with astrology and tarot. Don't forget to get your mental magician report from Brother Sean. Also, go to 7healstar.com and you can go to the About Us page and you can get directly connected via Instagram that way. I look forward to completing your Mirror AstroLiteracy sessions. Guys, you can DM I also by either going to the About Us page on 7healstar.com and seeing the little purple buttons that lead you to Instagram, or you can go to 7healstar at Instagram or Our Astrology Street. 9 out of 10, 7healstar would be best because Our Astrology Street, I barely check the DM there because that's usually that, Our Astrology Street is really just the main thing. Why we even doing what we're doing. Again, it's for the kindreds, for your family, so to speak, your loved ones, your relatives, right? So that we're taking these lessons divinely prepared by Prophet Noble Drew Ali and things that are in support of Prophet Noble Drew Ali's mission, like literature from Charles Mosley Bay and any other sincere, true and faithful Moor. And we do our best to show you what it is that you need. However, guys, we're looking for you to increase your support, right? And make sure you donate and come for your Mirror Astro Literacy sessions and anything else that you see on 7healstar.com. When you see what it is that we offer as far as the appointments and classes that you have there. Remember, this is our website, right? So it is our website ran by us. All righty. We do our best to maintain it every month. All righty, until we have all the means necessary to actually have beings that are supposed to know law actually make it so what we do with sharing with you these lessons, we don't have to keep, eventually we'll get to a point where we won't have to quote unquote transact anything. However, when you guys give your energy, we're able to keep things going, like public television, however, we appreciate you all for doing what it is that you do. Yes, gratitude, Mother Delilah. Mother Sahara, peace and love to you, beloved mother. And those of you that didn't catch this from the beginning, you already know, once we stop, it's going to be posted. You guys can rewind now because the lives allow you to rewind while it's live, right? So with that being said, we love you all. We look forward to your continued support. Catch us tomorrow with the full moon in Capricorn. presentation for Intuition Monday with I and Brother Sean Nell. And on behalf of Seven Hill Star Astrology Firm, Brother Corey Bey, Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, Brother Armawaba Bey, Brother Sean Nell, and I, Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey, this is where we say to you all, get a good rest and recharge. We shall see you next day, right? We shall see you Iloa Gabriel Moon Day, all righty, for our Intuition Monday. And this is where we also say to you all, namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, 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 y'all.